the whole Food and Drugs Board organization is huge. And so we shouldn't think that Food and Drugs Board will do some shoddy work. Okay, at least we've seen our leaders going and taking it. Nothing has happened to them.
Okay.
Why do we think that something will happen to us when we go and take it? If we fail to take the vaccine, okay, if we fail to take the vaccine, we ourselves will see the consequence. Eventually, we'll get to a situation where we realize that with the help of the vaccine, there has been a control. The vaccine is free. So it's important that all of us, we avail ourselves and take our vaccinations. If it is free and we refuse to take it, if we die, it's our own choice.
For any vaccine, any COVID someone a to social media so Nigana my money we are self and who and some and a net year 2 year 9 ababe meeti ya papa baako say obe church and some ni bi mu eni na dwenkyere efa nia ekoso say ebi mu beji ebi mu nje ne ne ekeka ye mampani no mu ne mpanifo no bi a edi kan age eni nsem bebra ekeka ho ansa na ye bema ye papa abemu no mami twa me ho kakra mra Mr. Kotia.
Yes, madam.
And for your papa, Mr. Kotia, or name or take your chain or hand and ni chino and shada and ye the corner bro from 1 or 2 much GH. Ni chino on shada and chino for panty the corner bro from send a movie a penono. Mr. Kotia, welcome to Too Much GH.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We welcome you, and we are happy to have you today on this discussion. Yeah. Actually, we are here to, as we discussed about the vaccine.
Yeah.
And how do you see the vaccine and its whole story?
Yeah. I know that there are a lot of complaints about the vaccine. There have been a lot of theories. People have had a lot of objections, and people have raised a lot of concerns about the vaccine as to whether it will be potent. Some are concerned because, according to them, the time of discovery of the vaccine has been so short that they cannot be sure that it can work. Others are also concerned because they think that other sicknesses have been in the system for a long time. The HIV, AIDS, Ebola, others have been in the system for a long time, yet no vaccine has been gotten for them. How come that we had COVID and in less than a year we've gotten vaccine? So some people have been skeptical to some extent. But I think it all boils down to lack of accurate knowledge about what is going on and what has been going on.
What are some of the things that are going on as
a matter of fact, the discovery for the vaccine has started a long time ago. And that has been because there have been similar situations. For example, the SARS that we had some 10, 12 years ago. We because of the SARS, there have been a research into vaccine for SARS. So to some extent, the international pharmaceutical and medical community have been preparing, for situations like this, for emergencies like this. For example, during the reign of these American presidents,
Obama or Trump.
During the reign of Obama, for example, during the rule of Obama said that America has to be prepared for emergencies. That could call for the use of vaccines. Even long before the Hillary Clinton's husband, President Clinton also mentioned that America has to be prepared, for vaccines that can be deployed whenever they have a pandemic.
So that means they knew or they had an idea about this whole pandemic thing.
Well, they know that it can happen. They know that it can happen. History has shown that after some period of time, pandemics come. It's not the first time we are having a pandemic. There has been the Spanish flu during the times of the First World War.
Oh, okay.
And there have been other situations from time to time.
Huh.
So this is not something that is new entirely. It's only that it's new to our generation because we never had a situation when all of a sudden the whole world is attacked by a pandemic. You know? So to some extent, world leaders who are prepared knows to some extent that some of these things are likely. Also, in a way, the medical community have been preparing to some extent.
Okay.
So it was not something that suddenly came and they are now going to look to the lab and now look for medication. No, they've gotten to certain extent to some of these researches, so they just have to fall on what they have and be able to come up.
Okay, so looking at the whole issue, many videos are out there indicating that whites are looking for means to wipe with the Africans because they see us to be useless.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, that's just one of the theories. The theories are many. You know, there have been some situations where some people were also saying that it is 5G that they are going to implant in us, so that we can be able to communicate without even the use of mobile phones. We can be able to communicate among each other. Some are also saying that is the mark of the beast. I mean, there are a lot of what we call conspiracy theories about these things. But all told, I think we are living in a world where information now flies all around.
Sure.
And many people are not able to dissect an information to know exactly what it is. So somebody takes a piece from here, take a piece from there, put all of it together, and then he begins to say something else. You know, so it is true that the world is concerned about the rising population, but that has been a concern for years, from the 70s and so on. The world has been doing their family planning and so on and so forth. But I don't think that's what the world is aiming at.
But do you think Africa has the majority people or more people than the white? Because I can see European and the whites are more than us, but yet
if you look at the continents, I think then the Asians are the most populous. China has the highest population in the world, followed by India.
Okay.
So it makes Asia even to be the most populous.
Then they are all under the categories of whites.
So it's not aiming at Africans. It's not aiming at Africans. And in this time of age, where we have international criminal courts, where we have the World Health Organization, we have the United Nations that can stand for human rights and so on. We shouldn't be thinking about somebody developing a vaccine to wipe a human population and the whole world will be sitting and be looking at it. At least, if the West is not for us, we also have some nations like the Chinese, the Russians and so on who are in our favor. So even if we assume that the West is against us, do we think the Russians and the Chinese will also sit down for these people to do that to us? No, I don't think so.
Okay. So according to one of the public figures, or let's say celebrities, which is Bridget Otu, said something in a video which will be shown that her sister went to her doctor and her doctor asked her not to take the vaccine because if she tries it, she won't be able to get pregnant, meaning it has an effect on fertility or infertility or what. So what do you think about this? Is it true that this vaccine could bring things like this to us when we take it, especially we those who haven't had any child yet? And they are also talking about inability of men also. Is this where are all this coming from? And then why are they saying all this?
I think it boils down to the same concerns everyone has. Some people are simply afraid even of the injection in the first place because we are not used to injections. Okay, so some people, just the thinking of having an injection alone, okay, is making them scared. And then also, we also have other people who are also putting a lot of concerns based on what they read or what they heard from outside. Okay, for example, people saw videos of somebody taking the vaccine and having a temperature, and so they said that anybody who takes the vaccine will have a temperature. But then also there are also other places where some people took the vaccine and nothing happened to them. They are okay. How many people mentioned that? Actually, those who are even okay are even more than those who may have some form of complication.
Are you sure about that?
In the world of medicine, it always happens. I mean, even for simple surgeries like hernia and so on, somebody can have a hernia operation and may have complications. Somebody can have it and nothing will happen. Somebody can go and have a childbirth, okay, and they may have their childbirth and there will be no complication. Another person will have it, and now how many people really do have? So if we are narrowing the issue on a few people who have some form of problem, then I don't think we are being fair.
Really?
We should examine the overall effects on those who will take the vaccine and how that can help to improve the health of the majority of the people, rather than concentrating on the few ones who are having their own concerns about how this thing could be, and they are discouraging the majority from having it.
I see. Okay, so do you think there is difference between the prominent people and the citizen, the vaccine? I mean, do you think there are difference between these people, that they give different vaccine to the prominent people and then the citizen are taking a different one?
Well, if come to think of it, do you not think that even in this sickness, even if we are to look carefully, do you not even think that even most people even think that even people who are prominent are rather even dying than the common person? So why do we get all these concerns? I mean, it's normal. We can have situations where some people, because of their genetic makeup or whatever, or maybe even let's say that because of their medical history, they could react to some extent. It's not all of us who may have that concern.
Okay.
We shouldn't be worried about the consequence.
Really?
We shouldn't.
But why I'm asking this is Jessica from one of the TV stations went to take her own, and when she came back, she posted a bottle which indicates that the one that was given to her was a different thing altogether from the vaccine. So that means there are different vaccines that are being given to some people than other people. And then Christiana Awuni also said the same thing when she went to have her own. When she got there, they didn't know she was Christiana Awuni until someone prompted them that is Christiana Awuni, the public figure. And they were like, oh, okay, that we didn't know. So looking at things like, do you think there is some more to this whole vaccine thing than what we the citizens think of?
You know, sometimes you those in the media, you also have to complicate matters. Because you have access to all these things. You have access to cameras and you can take pictures, and you have access to microphones and you can hear. You have to complicate matters by spreading anything that you see.
Really?
If I have taken that injection, would I take the picture of the bottle and show it to someone? No. So let's not be worried about some of these things. I think let's trust the process. Let's believe what our leaders are saying. Okay. Food and Drugs Board have taken these medications. They've gone through it and they've seen that it's efficacious. It can help. The whole Food and Drugs Board organization is huge. And so we shouldn't think that Food and Drugs Board will do some shoddy work. Then also we have scientists in Ghana. Fortunately, we have the Noguchi Research Institute. We have a lot of research centers. Ghana Atomic Energy Commission is a research center. We have a research center in Lagos. We have Center for Scientific and Industrial Research. Okay. We have all these scientists.
And all these people can be trusted.
We can.
You sure?
At least we never have any of our scientists coming from our community and saying that all these things that we are hearing are coming from pastors. And even the pastor, it's not every pastor who says that. Some pastors are also encouraging us to go and take it. Okay, at least we've seen our leaders going and taking it. Nothing has happened to them. Okay. Why do we think that something will happen to us when we go and take it? We should have confidence.
Motion behind every black mind or mentality that white doesn't like us. That is why they do all sort of things to us. That is why they came to steal from us our inheritance and all that. So these same people who doesn't like us are bringing vaccine to us to use to cure a sickness that is trending the whole world. Do you think we should trust those people enough to use the vaccine?
I think you are also one of those who are also having the same mentality as
why would you say I'm also one?
Did you discover the whites don't like us? See, even let's say that there's a visa application and now visa is free. See whether we will run there.
We will run there, but
so why are we running there if the people don't like us?
They also come to our country.
Are they coming?
Even though they don't like us,
are they that desperate to come the way we are desperate to go there? You know, of course, in every society there is a consent of some sort. Even here in Ghana, we've had consents of people who killed, you know, our own
people.
Uncles have ever killed their nephews. We have had situations of even some parents killing their children. I mean, this thing happen in every society. So we don't want to just pick the negatives and magnify them and paint them black and add it to this COVID situation. And so because of that, we don't want to. If we fail to take the vaccine, okay, if we fail to take the vaccine, we ourselves will see the consequence.
Really?
But of course, the sickness is killing people. And if there's a vaccine that can help us so that we can contain the sickness, and we are not willing to, those who are taking it, you realize that after some time, they'll be okay. And those who are refused, they'll keep dying. And so,
okay, with this vaccine, US has rejected it. Is it true or not?
They have rejected which vaccine?
The vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine.
Why? Who said they have rejected it? They have started taking it.
Really?
During the time of Trump, there were some issues. But even finally, Trump gave the order. I mean, he gave the order that the vaccine should be. So at the time that Trump was leaving the office, even the US had begun to have their first vaccinations.
Okay.
And now
but some countries are still refusing to accept it. So why we Ghanaians? Why are we accepting it when we know that we can't trust same country that the vaccine is coming from?
We are accepting it because our leaders know that it is a responsible thing to do. That they must take the lead as leaders and fight to make sure that the right thing is done. They are doing their work as leaders. If others refuse to do that, well, prosperity will judge. But to me, I think the right thing is being done. The fact that the government has been in the lead to make sure that we have these vaccines, we should be grateful to them and not be condemning the vaccine as though it's a way to kill us. I mean, what do the government get from us if they kill them? I mean, are you sure we are going to vote for them again?
But if we die and they also die, how do we vote? Or how do we get election?
We'll get there.
You sure? Okay, so
God doesn't allow another human being to be all of us.
I see. Okay, so according to scripture, which says in the end time there will be a time that a sickness will come the whole world and destroy or take a lot of people. And that is where the success will come through. So do you see COVID-19 to be that promise virus the scripture spoke about?
First and foremost, you know, the way people mix up matters is the same way they are also mixing up the scriptures. Okay, the mention of the wild beast and its number 666 is in the book of Revelation. That is one issue. Jesus also foretold the signs of the end times, mentioning things like food shortage, earthquakes, and all sorts of things that will happen. That's also another thing. Okay, so the sicknesses that will come have no links to the mark of the beast, as people are proclaiming.
Are you sure about this?
A good study of the Bible helps us to realize that, of course, there will be signs of the times, and even some of these things are symbolic. It's okay. Some of these things are symbolic. People are expecting to see somebody coming with 666 written on their forehead.
It will come.
I'm sure one day we all realize that nobody will come with that physical number written on the phone because they are just symbols. They have meanings. Okay, if the number 7, if the number 7 in the Bible represents completeness, then 6 means anything less than 7. So it also has meanings, you know. So let's not put all the things. Otherwise, we keep confusing ourselves. Let's look at what we have on hand. We have a pandemic, and fortunately, thank God, we have a vaccine. Let's take the vaccinations, and let's be sure that we protect ourselves, we protect our loved ones, and people can stay safe, and our children can stay safe, we ourselves can stay safe, and let's see what happens. And stop.
Is this vaccine going to cure us at all? Because I don't see why we will go and take the vaccine and still be using the protocols list that has been given to us to follow, which is the nose mask and then for sanitizer. We already use it even before the COVID came.
You know, it's because this is the beginning of the process. Even with the vaccine, we are taking the first dose. There will be a second dose. Okay, there will be a second dose of the vaccine.
So it's a process
and depending on the arrangements that they have. For now, the virus is still in the system, and they have to contain it. And that's why we still have to observe the protocols to make sure that when we wash our hands, we use hand sanitizer, we maintain social distancing, and so on and so forth. These measures are necessary. They are necessary to make sure that we don't spread the virus, because even if the vaccinations are going on, as at now, some places don't even have the vaccinations taking place. So if we don't protect ourselves and people are spreading the sickness, we are likely to have some people dying even before the
But do you know that it's as if the vaccine is only working in or giving to us in town, which is the big cities. It's not going to the villages. Why is it not getting there?
Definitely we'll get there. We have more people in the towns than we have in the villages. And even the rate of spread is also more in the towns than even in the villages. So they have to do it in such a way that those who are more at risk are likely to be served first before they get to those who are less at risk.
So looking at this whole vaccine thing, there are some countries who has also tried their best to work on this COVID-19, and they think, or they said they have gotten the cure which will help. Yet we are rejecting that one and accepting the vaccine that is not coming to cure the whole thing 100%, but coming to, help us, keep us in one way or the other, not to die or something. So why can't we? Don't you think we should at least accept those people who has gotten the real cure of the COVID for us to, end this whole pandemic?
Okay. Well, the whole thing is difficult for common people like me and you to understand. Okay? Because what is happening is not malaria that we get from mosquito bites. What is happening is a spread of a disease that is happening through the air. Okay? These are two different things. When you get malaria and you shake the one who has malaria and you don't get malaria. Okay, but this is a sickness that's transmitted through the air. Okay, and you can get it by contact. You shake somebody's hand, you can get it. So these are two different things. So to the common person, there's a medicine that can cure it. Okay, but
so you think those people
are scientific community? They think that this is a process. There is a process that can be used to gradually contain the virus. And if the virus is eliminated, we are done. So there's nothing like cure. Okay, there's nothing like cure. Those who are sick, okay, can be given some treatment so that they can recover. But if you talk about cure, maybe one day when they get there, but at the moment, we are looking for a way we can contain the virus. If we contain the virus and we can eliminate it, like the way we try to eliminate measles. Now measles is not that common. The way we try to eliminate polio. Now polio is not that common. Gradually one day we will get there.
So in Ghana here, do you believe in our remedies? Some of our local herbals that we used to take ever since the COVID came, that is helping some people. And we even learned the foreign, which is the Chinese and other European countries, are also taking that same things. Why, looking at this, why don't we, rely on our herbals if it will help us, rather than going for the foreign vaccine when we don't know how it was prepared?
The herbal surface, to some extent, okay, there are some situations that have proved very helpful. The herbal surface, to some extent, to be able to contain the situation where a person is already infected.
Okay.
Then we cannot use the herbal to prevent us from getting infected. Okay, we cannot be taking any medicine. For example, you cannot be taking Sobolo so that you can eventually avoid getting infected by COVID. Okay, when somebody has it and he is having a breathing problem or his immune system is low, of course we have things that we can take that can help us to boost our immune system. We have things that we can take so that we can improve our breathing and so on and so forth. But it doesn't have to do with we taking that as something that can prevent us from getting coronavirus. As I said, the virus is something that is microscopic, something that we can't see with our eyes.
Okay.
That is moving in the air, that we can get by contact, that we can get by touching, that we can get by holding, that we can get by playing on beds or surfaces and so on and so forth. Unlike malaria, all these things are not ways by which we get malaria. We know that the way you get malaria is by mosquito bites. Okay? Even if you are sleeping by somebody who has malaria, if there is no mosquito bite to transmit it,
you won't get.
So you see that the two are different. So that means is not something we are used to. And that's why we are using all sorts of theories to explain it. Unfortunately, we are not scientifically inclined to be able to explain it the way scientists do. So I think it will be prudent on our part to listen to scientists and the explanations that they offer. Listen to suggestions that they give. And let's follow. I believe we're getting somewhere.
Okay, so this vaccine, is it going to stop you from getting the COVID when you take in the vaccine?
No.
It can't stop you?
No.
So why do we take it?
And that's why we are still wearing the nose mask. The vaccine can help us, okay, from getting infected, okay, over time. But somebody who has the vaccine, if he exposes himself, he may be able to. But the vaccine can suppress the rate of spread or how we get infected. So eventually we'll get to a situation where we realize that with the help of the vaccine, there has been a control. These things have been done in laboratories, and they've done experiments on them, and they've known how they work and where they've gotten to. So let's be confident in the process, and let's look forward to making sure that we all take our vaccines, and gradually we'll get to a situation where most people will recover.
Okay, so what advice do you give to Ghanaians concerning this whole refusal of taking the vaccine?
Okay, just as I just said, it's important that all of us, the good thing is that the vaccine is free. Okay, the vaccine is free. So it's important that all of us, we avail ourselves and take our vaccinations. If it is free and we refuse to take it, if we die, it's our own choice. We decided to die. The government have done everything possible. They are procuring these vaccines at great cost. Even if it was given to us, nothing is really free in this world. We may have paid something, or we may have given something, or it is something that we are doing that is good, that they are giving it to us. So if the government has been able to procure the vaccine and the vaccine is free, my advice to people is that they should just take it. They should just take it so that they can be free. Well, if people believe that they want to die and that's why they don't want to take it, well, you cannot prevent somebody from making a choice of dying. But if people really want to live, I believe they need to take the vaccine, so that they can really live.
Yeah, so Mr. Kutia,
Yes, ma'am.
before I leave you to go, you see, Sankofa Yenchi, and there is this rumors also going around that it will get to a time they will have to put some enforcement on us to take the vaccine. Is that really going to happen? Is it necessary for that to happen?
Oh, well, personally, I'm not sure that will be done. You know, of course, the government can say everything that can help people to realize the need for them to take the vaccine. But usually for health issues, they are personal decisions. People make their own personal decisions when it comes to health issues. Choices that people make are personal. So maybe we may not get to that far. But there could be other ways that they may introduce. I mean, there could be other things that they may introduce in the future that can limit some people, okay, from infecting others as a result of the status that they have, whether they are vaccinated or they are not, so that we can continue to minimize the spread.
Okay, I asked this because I learned there's going to be a vaccine passport. That if you don't have that passport, or if you've not taken the vaccine for you to be given the passport, you can't travel to anywhere, you can't go to any hotel or any restaurant.
Of course, if those who are in
and a card too as well.
Of course, if that's a way they can prevent the spread, why not? It's not the first time we are having it. Even in the colonial days, I think there is one historical fact that in the Ashanti region, a certain border was set in one of the towns that was limiting people who were traveling from Kumasi down south, because there was a pandemic at the time and they were trying to control it. So it's a form of a passport that they use it to make sure that they see through the people, to make sure that those who are coming down really have the vaccine.
But I thought that is why we have machines to check, and especially when you are going, when you are traveling, before you get to the airport, you go for the COVID-19 test for them to know that you have it or not before you leave. So why this whole thing?
That's the beginning.
It's part of the enforcement.
When we get to a time when they are sure that at least the majority of the population have taken the vaccine, except those who are not willing to take. Of course, even if the government is using police or military to chase us to take, some people can still run to their villages and they will never take it anyway. You know, so using things like vaccination passports and so on can be the way that they can enforce and make sure that everybody takes it. And the vaccination passport have always been in the system.
Really?
What we call yellow fever card.
Yeah, yellow fever card. Anyway, before you travel, you go for some.
Passport. If you are traveling and you don't have it,
you won't go. You won't be allowed to go.
So this is not anything new, just as I said.
Okay. Yo, thank you so much, Mr. Akwetia. Yo, etiefo enti na bebre na yaka ho asem na minim se ubenya odie wo mu befa odie wo na wo so wa share wo comment ama yen ewo ye YouTube channel, ye Twitter any Instagram no, ni Facebook wo de odie eba beto ho ama yen fefefe. Enti ye papa ye ne na etwetwe nkomo e frene Mr. Akwetia a ofi Prudential life insurance, Prudential penifoni bi life insurance ana ye ne no etwetwe nkomo no na minim se wo nso wo hwe yen wo benya odie afi mu de tu hofo na wa hwe wadwin ye se vaccine no why wadwin se wonji a wo beye wadwin ye akwakoje se still a wonje nso e no nso eye wa choices, but say wunya efutuo bi efi ni aye papa kan ye ni nyina mu na otena say assess ne maybe one or two things and make your own decision na ebeboa wo ankasa na midi ene akoso apokua ansa aka Queen Fidi apa ai osua na hweyen na ma neja o comment e ma yen e wase ho fefefe eno hu hia ye pa ne mom embra no wo ebuo kwan so a enye violence asembia e kwan so edamase da sende message ya